Shalom Aleichem, blessed souls. This is Dhamma Talk, Lev to Lev, heart to heart, heart to heart discussion about something which needs to be shared with other people, not necessarily on a bass drum or instrument of percussion, but rather the human, soulful, righteous efforts of Brother Mordechai Ramos and his Eshes Chai wife, woman of valor, Yahaloma Ramos. And we are talking about this idea of supporting those who are falling through the safety nets of society, namely the adolescents who have an opportunity Monday through Thursdays in Miami, where they are in Florida, I think from 7:30 to 9 o'clock each Monday through Thursday evening. And to help them learn martial arts, it certainly will give them some discipline, some sense of focus, sense of redirection from what might appear to some of these adolescents as a free fall into the abyss of hopelessness, desperation, anger, frustration, and loss of any vision of a brighter horizon, leading into truly what is the horizon of all human beings who choose to become aware of or are assisted in this process to realize this eternal process of destiny for the entire human family. Children of Noah, blessed descendants of Ham, Japhet, and Shem, and of course Bnei Yisrael, the children of Israel. So we should understand that the Almighty is not obligated to us to give us life, yet He gives. And yet we are obligated to do acts of righteousness. Why? Because the very fact that the Almighty gives us life in this time is the greatest act of righteousness that can ever be bestowed upon us. Because when there is life, there is vision, there is hope, there is joy, there are struggles, there are challenges, there are tests, there are failings, there are accomplishments, but at least a human being has a sense of moving forward. And hopefully this, and I'm confident it is, this organization, Zion Karate, this Center for Recreation and Discipline, is dedicated to that purpose. And especially when, at the last 15 minutes of each session, Monday through Thursday evening, as Mordechai mentioned in his video, they learn scripture, which is Torah, the 5 books of Moses, Joshua, the book of Joshua, Yeshua, and then the Judges, Samuel, Shmuel and Navi, Kings, Proverbs, which is Mishlei. I'd like to share with you something, blessed souls, a teaching from Mishlei, which I would humbly suggest to you, Brother Mordechai, that you share this with the youth from time to time. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. This is from chapter 1. I'm going to be reading verses 1 through 6, and I'll repeat it again. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, in order to make known words of wisdom and discipline, to make words of understanding discernible, to accept wise discipline, righteousness, justice, and fairness, to provide simpletons with cleverness, a youth with knowledge and design, that a wise one may hear and increase his learning, her learning, and a discerning one may acquire strategies to understand parable and epigram, the words of the wise and their enigmas. Concluding with 3 more verses from chapter 1 of Proverbs, Mishlei. The fear of the Most High is the beginning of knowledge. Foolish ones scorn wisdom and discipline. Hear, my child, the discipline of your father, and do not forsake the teaching of your mother, for they are the adornment of grace for your head and a chain for your neck. The discipline of your father is the perception of chachmah, of wisdom. The teaching of your mother is taking that discipline and getting instruction from that discipline. That is bina, understanding. And so for the youth of Miami who have fallen through the safety net, they have a place to turn to, an iri miklat, a place of refuge. So let us, with one heart, one mind, one mindset, do what we can. It doesn't have to be one has to empty out one's bank account or empty out one's IRA account, but if multitudes of people will support this blessed institution, it may be a source of blessing, an example for the rest of this country and the rest of the world, based on the humble efforts of a blessed couple who are dedicated to serving the Most High, and understand, if you are dedicated to serving the Creator, you must help your fellow human beings. Doesn't matter who they are, what culture, race, or religion, it doesn't matter. Because all of us are blessed by the Most High. And that, I can show you, friends, is proven out if you go to chapter 9, verses 1 through 17 in Genesis. When Noah and his 3 sons left the ark, with their wives, of course, and were blessed to be fruitful and multiply. So let us be fruitful and multiply, blessed souls, in this time of freedom, because knowledge is freedom. And more of this knowledge is going out. Torah knowledge. Things that you might not necessarily will learn in other institutions. But you have to make that choice, to make that brave decision to realize the greatest institution that there can be is the institution of expanding awareness through your blessed mind, heart, and soul. So this is Dhamma Talk, concluding cheerfully, happily, sababa, rejoice, ahav echad, one love, gorel echad u'kulanu, one destiny for all of us.